Coming in on nomination day, the BJP has now released the third list for the Maharashtra elections, naming 25 candidates for the state elections in Maharashtra. So as the NDA gears up for the big battle in the state of Maharashtra, the BJP has now released its third list for the elections, naming 25 candidates. This is coming in as its nomination day. Eknath Shinde and the top brass of the NDA alliance filing their nominations for the crucial elections in the state of Maharashtra. And now the BJP has released its third list for the state elections, naming 25 candidates. That is the big piece of news that's coming in on nomination day, with the BJP moving ahead with its entire campaign for the Maharashtra state elections, releasing its third list for the Maharashtra polls. This is naming 25 candidates in the third list of the BJP list. That's the big piece of news that's coming in. Also, what we are learning is that the list of candidates for the by-elections to the Nanded elections is also has also been put out by the BJP, is what we are learning when it comes to the bypoll elections in Nanded. So that list has also come out from the BJP, naming its candidate for the Nanded by-election. I'm joined by my colleague Yasha Kotak on the broadcast. So Yasha, third list, 25 candidates coming in from the BJP camp. What are the highlights?
So, here when you speak of the third list, of course, some of the names, some of the candidates whose names were left out earlier, including that of Bharti Lavekar, all of these, even that of Parag Shah. Now, these candidates who've been announced, in fact, some of the names of these candidates these are the former MLAs from BJP. But now, only when the third list is announced, it is that of the other 25 candidates. In fact, the earlier list had 121 names that BJP had already announced. On the basis of this list is where we've seen that another 25 names have been added, which brings the figure of BJP contesting the seats in Mahayoti to that of 146 so far. Now here, in fact, what's important is to notice that there were 235 seats that already were announced by the Mahayoti so far, with the other 25 names being announced. As of now, the total for Mahayoti comes up to 260, which means there are 28 more seats that are remaining. By the end of today is where we'd expect that the other list would all the other parties, that is NCP as well as Shiv Sena, will also be announcing their seats, particularly because tomorrow is the last day to file the nomination for the election. In fact, today we saw there are several bigger faces who filed their nomination, including that of Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. Apart from that, even Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar, they filed their nomination. Now here, when the lists were announced, there were speculations over there were several speculations over some MLAs who had in fact worked for BJP, who voted that very seat, but their names were not really being announced. There was a fear that some of these MLAs could be dropped, including the names that we've mentioned, that in Borivali, at Warsaw, at Ghatkopar, in fact that at Latur. All of these, but however, all of these MLAs have now been written and given a ticket from their respective constituencies. Yes. Absolutely.
So the third list with 25 candidates. Also the list for the Nanded by-election for the Lok Sabha seat has also come out, where the BJP is fielding Dr. Santok Hambarde from Nanded.